Good evening, everyone. And I was just thinking through some of the pointers that have helped me excel in my career in sales. And as I was just thinking through them, I remember there was a time initially at the very beginning of my career where we were taken through a sales training, and that was the guiding principle of everything that we did at that where I used to work at that particular time. So it has always been also the guiding principle, I think, for each and every salesperson. It's just that sometimes we do these things consciously or unconsciously. Like there's a time I said, you are a salesperson, whether you are doing it consciously or whether you are doing it unconsciously. So I just wanted to take you through the basics of sales. If you are a salesperson, and this especially goes to those who are particularly active in the execution phase of the sales process, then I think these steps are very, very important in helping you become a better salesperson. Actually, it is the principle of structured selling, nothing else. These are the basic of sales. If you cannot get this right, then eventually you'll find yourself failing. And if you get this right, then you will find yourself really succeeding in your career in sales. So the first thing is planning and preparation. So basically these are what we call 8 steps of a call. I know different organizations might call them different things. There might even be additional steps or less steps, but at the end of it all, it needs to cover some phases within the sales process. So back again, planning and preparation. This is the time you sit as a salesperson and plan. You have your journey plan. That's, it stipulates Monday to, Friday, which routes you're going to be visiting, which customers you're going to be seeing. So this is the planning phase where you have your journey plan, and by the time Tuesday, let's say like tomorrow is Tuesday, you already know that this is the place that I am going to, this is the route that I'm going to be taking, and these are the customers I'm going to be seeing, and this will be the reasons why I shall be visiting these particular customers. So planning and preparation, that is step 1. So you need to know, this is where you set your objectives. Also you prepare, are there any tools that you need, or whatever thing that you might need to carry along with you as you go to see these customers. Number 2 is the sales drivers check. This is very, very extremely important. So in the sales drivers check, you look at several things. Number 1 is quality. When you get into these outlets, so it's on the time of executing the whole process. So when you get to the outlet, the first thing you check, quality. Is the quality of your product okay? Has it expired? Is it about to expire? What is the condition of that particular product? Is it clean? Is it presentable? Maybe the label is wearing off, or just anything around the quality of the product. That's one of the key things that you need to check. Number 2 is distribution. So this route is supposed to be serviced, say, 3 times a week. Is it being serviced 3 times a week? On the days it's supposed to be serviced, at the time it is supposed to be serviced, and what is the quality of the service that is being offered by the distributor in that particular route? So that is also very, very important as you are checking, because remember, distribution is what determines whether you will make a sale or not. So if they come late, it means they miss a sale, and there's also a possibility that there might not be a repeat purchase because of lack of timeliness. But if they come at the right time, then it means there's a possibility of a repeat purchase because of the stock turnaround And also the customer is happy, so they'll definitely want to buy from you. So the other thing to check is visibility. So for visibility, you want to see, is your product first of all visible? When a customer or a consumer walks into that particular outlet, whether it's a modern trade outlet or whether it's a general trade outlet, can the customer or the consumer you know, see your product? So how are the facings like? Do you have one facing? Do you have two facings, three facings? You know, because you also know the more the facings you have, the more the visibility of your product. So what is the facing of your product like? Number one. Number two, is the label or the brand label facing the consumer? Because have you ever been to a shop where you're seeing things have been turned around? If you say you are picking product X, you really have to go and start turning things around to pick the product that you actually wanted. So it's your role as the salesperson or as the merchandiser to make sure that your brand is visible in the outlet. Where has it been placed? That's the other thing. Has it been placed in a place where it's easy, it's like at eye level? You get, it's not too low, it's also not too high, so it's within the eye level of the shopper. So once you are able to establish this, and then also assuming it's in a supermarket, if it's too high also, as it's visible, yes, but if it's too high, then the customer cannot be able to pick it. If it's too low, there are people, you know, they feel like going to pick all the way down. No, they don't want that. So it needs to be at a place where it's easily visible and yes, the customer or the consumer can easily pick it. If it's in a GT outlet, for example, where you find shops, and of course you won't get into the shop, but as you're there making your purchase or asking about the product, you need to see it at the shelf or at the counter of this particular outlet. So where you place the product matters a lot, as it contributes to the visibility of the product. The other thing is what other extra visibility are you giving this outlet? Are you giving wash lines? Are you giving ABS posters? Are you giving paper posters? Are you branding the wall either inside the outlet or outside the outlet? Are you putting branded gondolas in the in the outlet, freestanding units that are branded? Are you having extra visibility within the outlet? All these contribute to, you know, extra displays within the outlet. All these contribute to creating brand visibility. I know all of you have gone to supermarkets and you see there's a product, maybe as you enter, you see it's there, you go to the shelf, it's there, you go take another corner, it's there. It makes it easy for the shopper to pick it. And also, the more you see a product, the higher the chance you get to know about the product, and it, you know, kind of drives your curiosity and all that. So that's the other thing you need to check, visibility. The other thing is pricing. Very, very important. Is the outlet price compliant? Okay, so we all know, because of the anti-competition authority and all those things, you cannot really enforce a price. You cannot directly enforce a price. However, you can have a commercial conversation with the outlet owner to show them the reason why they should adhere to RRP. And even if it's not exactly 100% on RRP, then this, you should never go above or below by X, you know, X percentage or X amount of shillings, just, you know, just to create that consistency in pricing. Also, you do not want to have your product where you find, say in outlet A, it's been sold at 100 shillings. You go to outlet B, it's sold at 120. Another outlet, it's 180. Another outlet, it's 80 shillings. So you want to drive that consistency, because it also doesn't create a very good image in the mind of the shopper. So it's very important to adhere to a price and make sure it's within a certain range or a certain bracket. And one of the things, as you do this pricing check, it's also like a pricing audit. Are they adhering to the price? And then how else can you come and have a conversation to make them adhere to the price if they are not adhering to the price? The other thing is promotion. So let's go back to the planning and preparation phase, which was step 1. So what kind of promotions are you running? As you're doing your preparation, probably there's a promotion that you're running in this particular outlet, or either it's a nationwide promotion, it's a regional promotion. You might need to carry posters or whatever it is that is needed for activating this promotion. So as you're in the preparation phase, this is where you, like, you load the posters, or you load the free issue, the wobblers, any kind of communication or whatever is needed for the promotion. This is the time you have it loaded in your vehicle or whatever tool of trade that you use, and then you go and activate it. So as you're doing the sales drivers check, you need to check the promotions. So you're either introducing a new promotion that you are rolling out, or you're checking a certain promotion that you guys are running, and you want to see how is it going, what is the response of the consumer, what is the response of the customer. So you just want to have that general feedback regarding that particular promotion. The other P is persuasion. So, but I've noticed this one, some organizations use it as a P, others do not use it as a P, but it is still okay. So persuasion is basically the ability of the outlet people persuading the consumer or their customers to pick your brand over the other. That is just it. So in your absence, and a shopper is there, say they are looking for, they want cooking oil, they've not specified which brand, so they're like, I want cooking oil, and they recommend your brand, then know your persuasion ability as a brand or as a company is really good. And also this goes down even to the kind of relationships that you have with the people in the outlets, whether it's the kiosk owner, the distributor, or whoever it is. Persuasion, very, very important. Then after you've done the sales drivers check, the other thing is to review your objectives. So you went in with objective X, you've done your sales drivers, you've realized probably there are a few things that need to be discussed besides what you had initially intended to discuss with the customer, or you realize that objective is totally obsolete now, so just focus on a totally whole new objective. That is very important. So you need to sit, you need to review the objectives, and then once you review the objectives, then this is when you go to the 4th step, which is presentation. In presentation, that is where you have that commercial conversation, again based on the objectives that that you had put in place. So the profit story, this is where it comes in. You want to sell in a promotion, you want to persuade them to be price compliant. Probably in quality, you realized, especially those in the beverage industry, you realize probably they don't switch on their fridge and their drinks are cold. They are warm and they're supposed to be served cold. Now these are the kind of conversations that you have as you do your presentation. So I've taken you through the first 4 steps of the structured sales process. This is planning and preparation, sales drivers check, review objective, and presentation. Next time, I'm going to take you through the other 4 steps of the structured selling process. So thank you very much, and looking forward to interacting with you more. Asante.